Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called How Billionaires Filter Out Romantic Opportunists and Terrible Real Estate Deals. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's episode of our show on all your social media to help get the word out. Now, let's get started. Ultra high net worth investors like billionaires are constantly being approached by people pitching terrible investment opportunities and shady romantic individuals. And making the wrong decision in any of these situations can become very problematic and extremely expensive for these ultra high net worth people. So how do billionaires avoid making bad decisions with women and with investment opportunities? Well, some of them minimize the risk of making a bad decision by surrounding themselves with advisors, lawyers, accountants, and security people. So how do individuals penetrate their way through to these billionaires and get past all the screeners and filters and security staff? Well, there are a number of ways. Some will rely on getting introduced by somebody the billionaire knows. Some will rely on a great business proposal they'll send ahead of time to catch the interest of the billionaire. And some will simply rely on their own beauty to attract them. The first thing that most billionaires will do with their proposals is that they'll send them ahead of time with their staff and have the staff review them for viability and financial potential. If the staff likes the proposal, it'll be forwarded to the billionaire. If your proposal is unique enough and strong enough and commercially viable enough, then the billionaire will get to see it. If you do secure a meeting with the billionaire via Zoom or in person, then you have to be prepared. They'll have a number of questions that they want you to answer, and you have got to have those answers ready, anticipated, and just be very, very prepared. With regards to real estate, there is so much downward pressure on prices and terms that you have to be prepared to give them sharp answers right on the spot or to get back to them shortly thereafterwards. But just be forewarned, if you don't have the answers and if you say you want to come back in a week, you'll probably be dismissed as incompetent and unprofessional by the investor. Another way to penetrate through to your billionaire is to offer a proposal that no one else can offer them. For example, shortly after Mark Cuban became a billionaire, someone he knew offered him a mansion in Texas, Dallas, Texas, that was just built for $25 million. He sent them photos of it and said he could get this mansion for $12 million if he made a decision by the end of the day. Mark saw the photos of the mansion and agreed to buy it then and there. Now, because the price was so low, Mark agreed to $12 million based on the photos and the price alone. And because he knew he could snatch up the estate based on the photos, and because he could have it inspected. He knew that if the property could not pass the inspection, then he could walk away from it just with the use of his attorneys. He also knew that he could back out of the deal if it failed inspection for any reason. Now, what about women? Well, how do they get past the filters of the ultra-rich? Well, Steve Jobs of Apple Computer was giving a speech one day, and he saw this stunning woman in the audience who he couldn't take his eyes off of. After the speech, he spoke with her, and then the conversation eventually led to them getting married. Now, when Steve passed away many years later, his entire estate and all his money eventually passed on to her. On a much smaller level, this happens all the time. Great beauty has a way of penetrating the defenses of even the most guarded wealthy individuals. So if you're super wealthy and you want to filter out the bad opportunities, then one of the best filters you can employ is to meet people by introduction. Introductions can be very effective at filtering, and they can also be very effective at penetrating a filter. Another path that can facilitate an introduction or a connection is a shared interest. If you and the person you wish to meet share an interest in cars or business or something else, that may help the two of you connect with each other. Comedian Chris Rock was sitting at an airport lounge when a beautiful Nigerian woman came up to him and started a conversation. One thing led to another, and eventually he had to call the FBI because things went so badly. Guess what? Chris Rock had no prior connection or introduction with this woman. That eventually hurt him very badly when things went south. That's how tricky and dangerous it is out there, and it's a perfect example of why the super rich are now so super paranoid. Good luck. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help get the word out. Thank you, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye.